A Series of Unfortunate Events is a children's book series written by Lemony Snicket, a pseudonym for Daniel Handler, that follows the story of the three Baudelaire orphans, Violet, Klaus, and Sunny, who are left orphaned after their parents die in a fire that destroys their home. The series chronicles their misadventures as they are sent to live with a series of distant and uncaring relatives while being pursued by their scheming and malevolent distant relative, Count Olaf, who wants to steal their inheritance. Book 1. The Bad Beginning. The series begins with the Baudelaire children being sent to live with their distant relative, Count Olaf, who is determined to get his hands on their inheritance. Count Olaf is a cruel and abusive guardian who forces the children to do menial chores and treats them like servants. When the children discover that Count Olaf's plans involve marrying Violet, they devise a plan to expose him, but unfortunately, their attempts fail, and Count Olaf escapes. Book 2. The Reptile Room. The Baudelaires are sent to live with their Uncle Monty, a herpetologist who loves reptiles. The children are happy in their new home until Count Olaf shows up disguised as Uncle Monty's new assistant. Count Olaf's plan is to steal Uncle Monty's rare and valuable incredibly deadly viper and frame the children for the theft. After Uncle Monty is killed, the Baudelaires are forced to flee, and Count Olaf escapes once again. Book 3. The Wide Window. The children are sent to live with their Aunt Josephine, a grammarian who is afraid of everything. Count Olaf shows up disguised as Captain Sham, a sailor, and tries to convince Aunt Josephine to give him custody of the children. When Aunt Josephine refuses, Count Olaf kidnaps her and tries to drown her in the lake. The Baudelaires rescue their aunt but are once again unable to capture Count Olaf, who escapes. Book 4. The Miserable Mill. The children are sent to work at the Lucky Smells lumber mill, where they are forced to work long hours under dangerous conditions. Count Olaf shows up disguised as Shirley, a receptionist, and once again tries to get his hands on the children's inheritance. This time, the Baudelaires manage to expose him, but Count Olaf escapes once again. Book 5. The Austere Academy. The children are sent to live at the Prufrock Preparatory School, where they are bullied by the school's vice principal, Nero. They meet two other orphans, the Quagmire triplets, who also have a mysterious connection to Count Olaf. When the Baudelaires discover that Count Olaf is once again disguised as a gym teacher, they try to expose him, but once again, he manages to escape. Book 6. The Ersatz Elevator. The children are sent to live with their wealthy new guardians, Jerome and Esme Squalor. The Squalors are obsessed with fashion and are determined to keep up with the latest trends. Count Olaf shows up disguised as Gunther, the auctioneer, and tricks the Squalors into buying a painting that he claims is a valuable item from their family's collection. The Baudelaires try to expose him once again, but he escapes once again. Book 7. The Vile Village. The children are sent to live in a village called VFD, where the villagers have strict rules and punishments for breaking them. Count Olaf shows up disguised as a detective.